Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We back with another dope podcast. This is RAWDOPE Podcast, and I'm your host, Han 5000.
And it's your girl Molly, the first lady of YBG, the female voice of RAWDOPE Podcast.
So now check this out. This is something special to me. When it comes to this podcast, we interview a lot of artists, hip hop artists, and we just had a young man in here that was a photographer and a videographer. But today we got some people that do a little different things, from producing music, rapping music, and writing music. These people actually write movies, write sitcoms, write shows, write commercials. They dance, and this woman is very, very, very imperative to the city of Baltimore and very important to the culture. And without further ado, I got the Shock Nation cast in here with their chief Wolf in here, Kimia Workman in the building. What's happening? I got y'all in the building. Now listen, we're gonna go around the room and let everybody introduce our audience to each one of y'all and what role y'all play on Shock Nation and y'all relationship with the we gonna call her the head Teen Wolf. The head of the pack, the one that's gonna get it done, the one that come to eat the lion, the aggressor. So we're gonna start with you, young lady. Your name and Alice?
No, I said yes. My name is Jordan.
Jordan.
Yes, and I play Shauna on Shock Nation season 2.
You were fighting, right?
Yes. Yes.
Jordan, right?
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you something so crazy. Your picture was posted on my page, and a family member of yours is my best friend in the whole wide world.
Who?
Marlo.
My Uncle Marlo?
That's my best friend. No, and listen, it's so funny. Listen, my best friend in the whole wide world, and I said, yo, and Cindy, she seen you on the page, and she was like, you don't know who that was on the page? That's Marlo Lise Jordan. You don't remember her from the wet and this and that? And I say, my head be all over the place, man. But then I was like, next time I see her, I'm going to let her know. So, yeah, a weird catcher.
Brother.
Yes.
Like family for real.
The pastor lady, she did the joint. Yeah. Exactly, so.
The pastor lady.
I mean, she Marlo's sister, older sister, yes.
Yeah,
I'm very familiar.
Mean girl.
Very tough.
Yes, very tough mean girl.
Very tough. And you, young lady?
Hey, y'all. I'm Kimia Workman. I'm the writer, producer, director of Shock Nation, and I play one of the leads as well. Her name is Sachi, and the story is about her, growing up in the streets of Baltimore City, trying to find her way, man, and trying to get back to her inspiration, which was dance. So yeah.
And my man, I don't even want to tell you
my man.
He looks cooler off camera.
Yeah, I'm Derek Quick.
Yes.
DQ the voice. And I play Sachi's dad, Bernard. And, he's a cool dude, man. He's a single dad of 2 teenagers, blue-collar worker. And, he's just trying to make things work, man. He got fired from his job. And what's ironic, which I'm thankful to be here because I work for the government and now I'm back at work. But, man, being away a month without work and not getting paid, it was rough. So if y'all ever watch
season, furloughed?
Yeah, I got furloughed.
Woo.
So if you ever watch season 1, Bernard, when he gets upset,
when he came to work drunk,
drunk.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah, bro, I was feeling that way. I was feeling that way. So yeah, so shout out to season 2. So we good.
Yeah. Okay.
Guys in the back.
Gotta talk into the mic.
Everything I see y'all, I just want to start getting I'm gonna grab the turntables.
Hey, my name is Jay Gnarly, and I'm part of the Royal 3.
Yes,
sir. Right behind me.
That's the Royal 3. 1, 2, 3.
So where you guys from? Baltimore?
We from Baltimore.
Everybody's from Baltimore, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm originally from New York. You gotta talk into the mic.
Do they gotta talk into the mic? Can you hear him without it?
So the audio can be clear. Yes,
okay.
yes.
You're
You're from New York.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Y'all ain't big
What's your
like
name?
me.
Introduce yourself to the audience.
Shane.
Machine. Shane?
Shane.
Okay, Shane.
My name
Okay.
is Shane.
Shout out to Shane in the
Shout out to
building.
Shane.
Come on, Shane.
Don't be camera
My name is
shy.
Shane. I'm from New York. I live in Baltimore now. Shout out to Shock Nation season 2.
Okay.
Closer.
Just let me help you out. Watch this. All right, you can sit down right there.
That's the furthest. How
y'all doing?
All right.
Which one?
Either one. Yeah.
I'm gonna go this way. All right, how y'all doing?
Hello.
My name's Nita. I'm from Baltimore. I'm in the best dance crew that is Royal 3. Shout out to Shock Nation. I'm currently the queen of Baltimore. Meaning I'm the best dancer in Baltimore.
Okay. You hear that, Andre?
definitely-
Best Baltimore dancer.
Yeah, I'm definitely like so appreciative of this opportunity. We'll talk about the rest of it later. But
And are you a part of the Be More
I'm
dance?
also part of Be More Than Dance.
Okay.
Be More Than Dance. We all
Yeah.
Shout out to my guy Mumbles. That's right.
Mom was feeling that.
That's right.
When that club come in,
That's
man,
right.
that man fit.
That's
He get the
right.
feeling that club joint. Them people that do the club. So Sashi, you feel me? We gotta get to it.
Before we get to it, how did you pick your cast? Where did you meet all these
Hold
guys?
on. Before you do that, you got to plan with these people. Hey, we got some rules on here.
Oh,
before
okay.
we get into the interview.
3 cardinal rules.
Listen, anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. If it's stepped on, it
We
can't
don't
go on
want
my
it.
block.
We don't
want
want
it. I don't
We
want
don't
no
want it.
parts of it. So it's got to be authentic. It's got to be real. It's got to be from the heart, or we can't talk. You know what I mean? I plead the fifth.
Okay.
So if ain't nobody pleading the fifth in here, we can go from here.
Now you can answer my question.
So you
Because
said
you did
how
handpick each
did I
cast
pick
member.
my cast?
Okay.
Well, take it back to season 1. I actually held 2 casting calls.
Okay.
I kind of had in mind because I've been acting for 10 years, so I've worked with a lot of different people. I've networked and made connections with a lot of different actors and producers and stuff. So I kind of had in mind some of the people that I wanted to be a part of it from
Okay.
working with them in the past, or just wanted to see how I can bring them on some kind of way if I didn't have an actual role for them. And so I did hold 2 casting calls, so I found some people from the actual casting call. Then when it came around for season 2, I was like, okay, I want to put more dancing in it. Like, I got to get out and meet the dancers of Baltimore. Like, I went to a dance workshop. You know, I hit up some dancers that I used to dance with to see what crews they knew.
Yes.
And the response was, it wasn't as big as I wanted it to be, honestly. Like, House of Workers. Oh, all right. Royal 3. All right. House
Royal
of
3.
Royalty and Jordan, I met them at the dance workshop that I went to. And, you know, at the end of it, shout out to TSU dance crew. Terry, he's actually in season 1. So he invited me to come out, and afterwards I talked to them and let them know what I was doing. And I had people sign up. But when it came around to connecting with them, nobody responded except for them. So I was like, okay, I gotta really, really like push. And yeah, at the end of it, we got so many dance crews a part of it. Shout out to Studio A. They're a dance crew in Randallstown. DMV Dancers United. They came out. Some twins came out, got their own dance thing going. But yeah, man, I gotta give a big shout out to them because they put together the whole
Shout out
dance
to the
routine.
team.
Yes, Nita kept everybody together, coming to rehearsals and everything. So, but as far as the casting, that's how I casted for dancers. I had to myself go out and reach out to them, and then I just used some people that I already had worked with before. I didn't have a casting call for season 2.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So
She said nobody responded. I had to really
Man,
had to
it
push
was
it.
hard. Like, it was hard.
So, Shock Nation, what is that actually like? How did you come up with that? Because I'm a writer myself. I'm writing something too. So when I first got on the set with you guys, and I explain that later, I was like so amazed because I didn't know it was a community that actually loved the art as much as I did. And it was just like, I never had that experience before. I did plenty of videos and all that, but just that company and that energy there was like, damn, you can really do it, and you don't have to have a big $1 million budget. So when you came up with the whole concept of Shock Nation, like what was your mind frame and like what you was going at for when you first started?
So, crazy story. Acting so long, I didn't even know that I had the writing bug. Like, I caught the writing bug when I started hearing people say that all these actors, and they're not getting these roles, and a lot of actors was getting upset because they weren't getting cast and the stuff they wanted to get cast for. And then somebody was like, well, why don't they create their own work? So that's when it stuck to me like, dang, we can really create our own work, huh? That's smart. So I started watching a bunch of stuff on YouTube. This was in 2014 when web series really started popping like that. And one of the main web series that inspired me to do mine was Issa Rae's Awkward Black Girl. And I talk about it all the time.
Yeah, mine's is Money Environments.
Oh, yeah. And
Money
I watched a
Environments.
little bit
I'm
of
big
that
fan
one, too.
of that.
So I was like, researching and watching all these different web series because I wanted to make my story different. I wanted to do something different that I wasn't seeing. I wasn't seeing no dance web series. So I just wanted to shine light on the African American community.
Yes.
And I originally wanted to have a young black girl growing up and getting into boxing. Because we don't see stories about African American women boxers.
I agree.
At all. Barely see Caucasian except for $1 Million Baby.
Yeah.
So I had that idea and I was like, dang, I gotta go to boxing matches and all of this. But then I was like, well, I want to do a hip hop stage play because I want to use my love for hip hop, my love for dance, intertwine all of that.
Your
with
love for
acting.
Baltimore.
And the love for Baltimore.
Right, exactly.
Then I was like, nah, stage plays is too much work. People not showing up to rehearsals. Like, I don't want that stress. I was like, let me stick to what I love, which is film. Now, theater is the foundation of all actors and actresses.
Yes.
Always love theater. We always go back to theater. Even A-list actors and actresses always revert back to theater.
Yeah.
But at that time, my main focus was film. So I was like, I want to do this web series because web series was popping now. That was in 2016. So yeah, that was how I got started. Just using my background of dance, my love for film, my love for acting, and my inspiration from other web series.
Wow,
Yeah.
so inspiring. So, how you come up with the name Shock Nation?
That was something crazy too, because I had no idea what I wanted to call it. I had a bunch of different names. Like, I can't even think of what they were, but I went through like 3 pages of names on what to name this web series. And it was just that, it's no other thing other than it stood out to me.
Shock Nation.
Yeah, it just stood out to me. And it was just, I gotta run with it. Like, you gotta follow, what your instincts tell you to follow.
Yeah.
And that's just what I did. But I had 3 pages of different names for it. So, and I had help too. I would ask around my close friends, like, what do you think of this name? What do you think of this name? And everybody said Shock Nation.
So which do you prefer more, acting, writing, or directing?
If I had to choose, that would be really tough between that because I love doing it all.
Yeah, it's like a Spike Lee thing. Like when you write it, you can put
Yeah.
yourself
Put
in
it all
it.
together.
It's like it's difficult for a writer because a writer can always write yourself in the way you want it to be. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah,
So
that
I
would
understand
be
that.
tough. And then they all are in the same realm of the industry anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, but acting was my number one. So that was my number one passion. That's what I realized
And
was
that's what
my
you stuck to.
passion. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, when the big fight on the dance floor. I wanted you to have the other girl here because I did not know women be so strong. Like, they was like, because I ain't trying to be like, oh, my jail hours tip, but they like really going at it, and I'm like, damn.
Tell them the story behind how we was talking about that.
God. Yeah, so I've never done a fight scene before.
Yeah.
Like
so,
that?
like, how did you how did that work?
Well, at first when we first did the take and we tried it, I didn't really yank her the way I was supposed to, so it kind of looked like we were fighting, and I said, ugh. She was like, no, I really need you to yank my hair. I said, well, I don't want to hurt you because it's like, in a fight, if I yank your hair,
I'm gonna hurt you.
Exactly. And she was like, no, we need that. You're not going to hurt me. Just get into it. So we did that, and I really, like, yanked the out of her hair. and then they yelled cut, and I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, are you okay? I didn't mean to do that. And she turned around, she was like, no, keep that same energy.
Oh
That was
Do it again.
Do it again.
Just like that.
Keep doing
Yes,
it again.
yes,
And do it
yes.
more and swing harder, and you can even pull harder. I was like, oh, okay. So we did it a few times, but it was really, really fun, actually, because I've never done something like that. And I'm more of a, dancer type, so it's nice to do something physical.
Yes.
So, did you go to school for acting?
Actually, no. My background is actually in dance.
Okay.
I've been dancing since I was 3. I did a lot of things with Baltimore Dance Tech, TSU, Alvin Ailey, Baltimore Schools of Arts. I got into acting a few years ago, just by random, actually.
Okay.
I started going on more auditions, but I would say this is my really first big project as an actor. I did like some commercials, but I never did like
project.
a character. I love it, actually.
Project.
You know,
I love
dancing is a form of acting, just with no lines, no words.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I actually quite enjoy it. So, and it's all thanks to this one actually right
And she
here.
did
Yes.
really good.
Listen, she's the first person gave me my little acting scene. I ain't
That was my next question.
Listen, she gave my acting scene,
Right.
right? And through my man Paris, you know, a friend of mine. So when we did it, he told me, "No, you ain't got to do the line. You ain't got to do nothing." And I just felt so out of place because he was the only person I know, and I'm just like from the hood, and I don't never go nowhere where 50 people don't know me. That's just ain't my style. Like, I ain't doing it. You got to know my name. So when I'm in there, I'm all shy, and it's a lot of women in there. It's unbelievable. Check this out. Respectful women.
Okay.
The type of women you gonna get on your knees for. So I'm like, God damn, I don't know how to act. Like, you can't be aggressive. I'm like, job just coming home. So I'm just like, just let me be cool, and it worked out, and it's something that I love daily, just the art, period. And that's how I came up with the podcast concept, and that's a lot of stuff that you're gonna see in the future with Fatso Entertainment. And and it's crazy that like Spike Lee, Johnson, all of them are like my favorite, but for me in Baltimore to be you, like 10 years from now, if I get on stage, I'm gonna always transform that power to you, just for the opportunity. You didn't know him, you say, hey, do it like this, and then the other guy, when she was here, I was like, I'm trying to read it word for word the way that it was written down. He say, no, that's not how you do it. What you do is you read it
put it
and you
in your own.
manifest it the way you really talk. So I just like this, that couple days, I learned so much, and it's just appreciated. And I just, in the future, I see where your future going. So I just see, like, I just want more kids to get involved in the whole dance thing. It's not about the way you look. It's not about your size. It's not about your attitude. Just come in these doors with a positive attitude, and I appreciate it.
Yes.
So when I put my staff and my friends on it, they didn't know this exists.
Alright.
Like, and then when you go and look you up, it's tons of work. Like, your
amazing.
portfolio is bananas.
Wow.
Like, your resume is incredible. And then on top of that, turn around, you say, you know, I do that, and then on the top, I flip these houses. I do this real estate shit. I'm something
All that
other
in the
than.
bio. I do this, I do that, and I do a little bit of that.
No, right?
It's like what you don't do. That's what I got. That's my next question. What you don't do.
Well, first let me say I appreciate all of that, and we definitely appreciate you for being a part.
Yes, I
know,
can't wait.
definitely try to look out for my people that's like, hey, I want to do this and do that, and I'm like, well, what have you done? Well, nothing. Oh, all right, I'm gonna put you on then.
Right.
So, and you came in very humble, like
Yeah.
don't do,
Don't.
yes, don't, man. So
Then
thank you
I
for
give
doing
I give my
that.
all to it. So I gave my all to it. Like, I gave my all. And that's what anything that I think people don't understand. For us as people of color, we gotta understand. Just because you at the top, I'm a person like this. I could be at the bottom, but I already see the top.
Yes.
I could come in as your janitor on your job, but I already
Yes,
see.
you already
I'm
know
gonna
you
own this
moving
building.
up.
I'm gonna own this building one day because I ain't no janitor. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I'm doing now, I gotta do it for now. But this ain't what it is. This ain't God's plan for me. So no matter where I was, if I had to sweep the floor, it's just like, okay, I'm ready. Oh, they got shotgun mics to do this. He used the camera. Oh, this how I act this door. They do it over and over again. Different takes. You learn. You know what I'm saying? So I was sweeping the floor, acting. I was getting something out of the situation.
Yup,
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and that's how it is when you starting out as an extra. Like, you want to do extra work to get your foot in the door, to learn how sets work, to work with a bunch of people, but always keep that mindset. If you don't want to be extra, I mean, some people really just want to be extra, but if you don't want to be extra, keep that mindset, like, I'm going to work up to the speaking role. You know, I might have one line in this one, but the next time I'm going to work up and I'm going to have 3 lines.
Yes.
And the next time I'm going to have a supporting role. So that's how you got to keep going. But to answer your question, what I don't do, I can't sing for shit. I can't sing, man.
You can't
I can't
sing,
at all.
but you can dance, right?
Yeah.
I can.
You can dance because you are a former student at Anna
Epicella.
Ballet
Tap Jazz.
So, are you still into dancing? What happened with that?
You know
That
what?
don't stop.
I went to Morgan, and I was a Morganette there. We danced for the basketball games, halftime shows, and stuff like that. And I played basketball before that. So the whole time from middle school through high school,
Workman, that last name.
Yes, right? I was playing basketball. I was so into it because my father was like, this is what's going to pay for your education, blah, blah, blah. And he was right. It did, because that's how I got into college from basketball. Got a scholarship. So,
point guard, right?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
I know
And-
it. I know. I'm
and
a
two,
sports
and-
guy.
and a shooting guard. But yeah, so dancing was kind of something that I had put on the back burner for a while because I was so into sports. Then it came back around when I went to Morgan. I was just like, I don't want to play basketball anymore. I want to dance. So it became too much for me in college. So I was like, I just want to dance. I made the team, and then I started choreographing for DMV artists like all over for different festivals like the AFRAM, Artscape, stuff like that. I performed at different stuff like that from Maryland and DC. And then I took a long break again because I started acting.
Okay.
So then, when I met the dance crew, I kept seeing their videos and stuff. I was like, dang, they dope. I need to get them in this and start choreographing some stuff for me.
Right.
So, yeah, that's how that happened.
Dope.
It's funny you say Morgan because I'm going to share a memory of me and your uncle. Your uncle went to Morgan. You know that. So he's in Morgan. I didn't go to Morgan. So we around about 18 years old. I hung on Morgan campus. Marble Hall. You would have thought I went to Morgan because I knew all the rules. So it was one security guard when you come in the back hall with Marble Hall at. He's always right there. I fly past him every single day. He always do like this. I'm going to get you. So one day I let my friend drive. I said, yo, it's going to be a fake Morgan State police right there. Just keep going. He an old man. My man lets him flag him down. And he been looking for me for months before the semester end. He locks me up. I gets locked up on Morgan State campus. So he asked me why I'm up there. So I tell him, I went to go see some friends, but I never gave your uncle up. That's my man. Shout out to Marlo.
Yes.
The youngest scientist. My man, her uncle is the youngest scientist in Maryland for NASA.
Yes.
You
He's
know,
very
grew up.
smart.
Grew up.
Extremely smart.
Grew up and we go back from Yay High, but I got locked up at Morgan. I wasn't even a student. I'm talking about I'm crashing in the dorms. Only thing I ain't do was go to class, cafeteria, get up in the morning, get myself together, go to that's it. I ain't had no classes. I was hanging out at Morgan, then I got arrested. So I love Morgan. I can't wait to do something big with Morgan when we get more in tune.
Shout out to them. I don't owe them no money.
Since we brought him out, shout out to my Uncle Marlon and my Aunt Cindy. I love y'all. What's up?
Yes.
What's up?
Shout
What's
out
up?
to your uncle.
Hey, so
Always
how long you
supportive.
been acting?
Oh man, I've been acting since I was like 13.
Wow.
And like Kimia, I started in theater
Right.
and started in the church and been doing plays, went from the church, went to community theater. I really just started doing film and commercials probably for the last 7 years. And then I'm very appreciative of Kimia because this is really my first web series. I've done a lot of different
Everybody,
projects.
she's gonna be big
This
one
is
day.
the
Like,
only
God.
web series that I
She
started
is.
and done. And it was interesting because I think we destined to work together because we've been on a lot of different projects, a lot of different plays. Cute Boys, we did a play
We
in.
did a play.
And we in a
We're
play
in a play
called
together now.
called To Hell with Women, To Hell with Men.
I gotta see that. We need exclusive tickets.
Oh,
Y'all
that's
gotta
gonna be
see that
dope.
one.
Y'all
That's gonna
got to come to that.
Yeah, we need exclusive
Yeah,
tickets.
all about relationships, love, drama. It's
I
gonna
have to be
dope.
there.
You
So
gotta see
much
that.
drama.
Yeah.
So what do you think happened for you, like, far as doing the acting? What do you think, like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying that you didn't make any success out of it, but what do you think, like, how hard it is? You from Baltimore?
Yeah, I'm from Baltimore.
So
Okay.
how you think it's hard for us on every aspect? Like, everything. If you don't play sports and just an elite sport player, it's nothing else happening. It's like we gotta grind so hard from dance, where club music was created here. Everything was created here, from dance to everything. But like, what do you think for your community of actors and writers?
Well, the problem is we need more writers to write for us. Like I said, Kimia, she's an excellent writer as well as producer.
Kimmy, yeah, I love that
And
name.
because of what she wrote, it incorporated a lot of the dancers here, me and some other cast members. It gave us a chance to portray different roles, especially in Baltimore. I mean, it's a lot of talent here in Baltimore. It really is, but
Yes.
it doesn't seem like there's enough writers to produce and get all this talent together like Kimia has been doing.
Yes.
And like for me, it was just I have family members who were professional actors. I had a brother who actually played on One Life to Live, the soap opera.
Okay.
And I had an uncle. He actually played in the Arena Players. They have a group called the Arena Players here in Baltimore.
Huge.
And actually, that's where I kind of got my start from, watching them and getting a lot of tips, because I never went to school for acting. It was just pretty much natural, and just watching them, and they were very influential as far as in my acting career.
That's with a lot of people, I think, now coming up. They just see what they want to do and they just go for it. They don't necessarily need or have the experience. So with this, I mean, there are a lot of people that are just naturals.
I'm sorry, I was going to say, and then it's people like you that's willing to take that chance to give them that first experience.
Right, that's what I was going to say.
You're willing
this
to teach
series
them.
has a lot of first-time actors in it, you know? So, and I didn't purposely keep a 95% African American cast.
Yeah,
but
that's how it happened.
That's just how it was,
and that's what we need.
I wanted to add a little bit of diversity.
Yes.
That's why in the first series I cast a Spanish girl, and it had her speaking a little Spanish when she was cussing out the guy on the corner. And you know, I had the Caucasian teacher.
Okay.
So it's like I did want to keep it predominantly African American, but I didn't like purposely do it that much because I still wanted to bring some type of diversity to the picture.
So speaking of diversity, what race are you? Because you look a little mixed.
Yes, my grandmother is from Japan, so I have Japanese in me.
Okay.
You are very beautiful.
Yes.
You are.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out. So, season 2, when does it drop? And when my episode drop? Because I got to have the whole gang in there and just see my. It's some old.
What episode are you on?
It don't matter. Just watch all of them.
Watch all of them.
Because you can't get the drip like that. They dripping hard on Shock Nation, so you gotta watch them all. Matter of fact, you gotta go from season 1 and then get to season 2. If you ain't watch season 10, we don't want your eyes. They don't want your eyes on season 2.
So the case is the case. You don't add any more people. You don't take people out.
We have added a lot. Actually, it's a whole lot of new characters this season. The dance crew, they're new. They weren't in season 1.
The Royal 3.
House of Royal Fame.
Yes.
Yeah, they weren't in season 1. Jordan wasn't in season 1.
And the other girl that she was fighting.
Yup.
I wasn't in season 1.
Her crew wasn't in season 1.
So he just told us what season he's on, guys.
Yep, season 2. It's 9 episodes, season 2. And what we're doing at the premiere is we're showing the entire season at the Hoyt Cinema Theater and on West Nursery Road.
And what date would
It's
that be?
March
We will be
the
there.
10th. It's a Sunday.
We will
March
be
the
there.
10th from 6:30 to 9:30.
Do we need a press kit to get in, or how does media do
Yeah,
it?
we can talk about media
All right.
afterwards. Yeah, we definitely gonna have some media in the building.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like a nice red carpet event, and tickets are just $15. And then you got your popcorn, food, and all of that will be for sale.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do like a little Q&A.
Is that the new theater that they have like behind there near 41st Street? The Rotunda?
No, this
Okay.
is all the way going in Lithicum.
Nursery.
Yes.
Okay.
Nursery Road.
Okay.
Right across the street from the only Cracker Barrel that's in the area.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah, that area.
By the way, I hate that food. I hate Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
I don't like them at all. Their food is disgusting, and I'm a fat guy. Don't go to Cracker Barrel.
You don't even like the biscuits?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh man.
Nothing. The gravy is horrible.
He said never go to Cracker Barrel. And
Don't
me and
do
Erica is
it. Don't
dying
do
over
it.
there.
But if you're an investor, it'd be good to put one down in Inner Harbor. It's gonna do numbers.
Yeah.
It's
Anything down
gonna
there
do
would
numbers.
Heck
So
yeah.
so how long you guys been
Get to
dancing?
the
Yeah, let me
dancers.
get y'all up here. Go ahead.
The Royal 3.
I'm on 3.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
You already introduced yourself to the audience, so just tell us a little bit about yourself individually.
And in your history.
In your
Starting
history.
with you.
Alright,
I think you the nicest one. I ain't even never seen you dance, man. But I just think you the nicest one. I think he take it to the heart. I think he's so nice that he take it as though he gonna just I don't know. She's the female, so she don't put the woman touch on it. But you, I just think you that guy to go extra hard.
I don't know.
Is he this shy? On is he?
In video,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I started dancing in like 2009 when the Jabberwockies and Step Up 2 came out. Like that was the biggest year for dance, and I was real young, so I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do.
2009, 10 years. You better get that shy streak out of there.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years.
Yeah.
Dance is different. It's different.
Yes.
Okay.
So I want to say like it was like 2015. Somebody had invited me to go down to the graffiti alley and like make a dance video for this guy named Ozone. Shout out to Ozone.
Shout out to Ozone.
He from that artist in DC.
Okay.
I went down to the graffiti alley one day after school. Like I skipped school and left like early to go dance in the dance video. So yeah, long story short, I met her and she liked what she seen.
Yeah,
so,
you didn't know that.
I did not know.
he left school to come and to audition for that.
So after that, like she kept in contact with us and she was like she wanted to mentor us because she had some years of experience and so.
And this was in 2015.
15.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been with her since like 2015 to 2019.
Okay.
And we started our dance group in like 2016.
So you handpicked who you wanted to, huh?
And basically, it's my turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It's your turn.
Well, I've been dancing since I was about 4. I started dancing in church, and then I learned hip hop dancing from watching TLC.
Okay.
I learned the choreo, the creep. From there, I just started dancing, and then I got into Baltimore club dancing. I've been doing that probably since 2004.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still currently doing.
So 2004, that's when you started with Be More Than Dance?
Nah, I
Okay.
actually got with Be More Than Dance probably about like 4 or 5 years ago.
But you have some time with them, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I started doing competition with it, and then after a while I started saying what they was doing for the community. So it was like a lot of kids was gravitating to me. So I was like, why not just join the movement to keep kids out the street? They
Yes.
just took like all the recs and
Positive,
stuff out.
yes.
Yeah. So I partnered up with Unique. Just went from there.
What part of Baltimore you from?
I'm from West Baltimore.
What's
What part?
Baltimore? Shout out.
Zone 16. No,
I don't even care. I don't even care. West side. That's it.
Yeah, we zone 16 too.
Besides that, I end up forming House of Royalty or the Royal 3.
How did y'all come up with the name?
I love that
The
name.
Royal 3.
I love that name.
So
I love
all
it.
right, I came up with the name
Look,
because
look.
Look, I know it, my man. That's my man. I know it. I can pick him out too. I know the bosses when I see him.
He hadn't picked his team also.
Goddamn right.
So we had House of Royalty at first. That was a 6-man group. So we had members that left not for like bad reasons, but they had stuff going on outside of dancing that took off. So us 3, we was still together. So I was like, we House of Royalty. I don't know how I came up with that name, but I took Royalty and I flipped it and was like, it's 3 of us, so Royal 3.
Yes.
And instead of it being spelled with like the letter 3, it's like 2 3s.
Yes.
2
2 3s.
Yeah, like Royal
Okay.
and THR and then 3 3.
Okay. That's dope.
Jordan, I think you better than these guys. You next, my man.
I started dancing when I was 3.
Can we get your name one more time?
Oh, yay gnarly.
Yay, no.
I like your style though, man. You give me that JJ good time.
Yeah, he does.
It gives me that
definitely
JJ good time
Yes,
look.
he does.
He gives
Moving
me that.
on up.
He gives me that JJ good time
Moving
look.
on
So
up.
I know you got the moves. I know your body can move
Look,
around.
I actually seen him
No,
over
man,
there
I know
like
that.
this.
I know
Like,
that about
He
you.
was doing something like this over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. And he play a lot of games too
You
with
gotta
the
teach me
ladies.
that.
That's my
So
man.
y'all teach me that.
He don't know. I see him. He one of them at the club line, the line 40 deep.
He
Where
still-
he just he in the line. He like he's ready. He's ready. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
I'll be rocking.
Yeah, I told you.
But yeah, I started when I was 3. I was doing like mild stuff with my family. I was dancing like probably like just in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Then actually when I was like 6 years old, that they forced me to dance for $1. It was against like the neighborhood, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And then this one girl, she was like doing a flip, And she was about to win that dollar. I was like, nah, I'm gonna get that. I did a wave, and that's all I got that dollar. But after that, I ended up meeting O'Shane right here.
Shout out to O'Shane. I like that name.
O'Shane.
Smooth. I might need the commercial for y'all.
They have very exotic names, like it's.
I love it.
Definitely. But I met O'Shane here in middle school. We was both playing in the band. I played trombone and the drums, and he played
bass drum
and baritone.
Okay.
And also the trumpet. So.
And this was year. Middle school was year what for you?
How old are y'all first? Go back. Your age.
2009. So how old are you?
And year?
I'm 28.
You 28. You're 21 or 22.
I'm 20.
Okay.
20. And Jordan?
I'm 32.
Well, you ain't supposed to ask a woman her age.
It don't, Jordan. I'm 32 too, but we're both sitting over here looking like we're in the Jordan.
Yeah. But one thing for sure.
90 days.
But see.
No,
Hey.
just turn the numbers around.
Hey.
23.
People look young for their age because one thing for sure and two things for certain. I got right now for just the cast of Shock Nation $1,000 if you can guess my age. It's just one guess. $1,000 right now on deck. You know what I mean?
So everybody get a guess.
No, sir. It's this one group. It's
come
one
together.
Steve Harvey thing.
As a unit.
Oh, okay.
No, but we gonna do it when y'all come back after the season premiere. Give y'all time to do homework. So Jordan, now both of y'all, this is a question for the ladies. Both of y'all in dance, it is mostly everything is a dominated male thing. Mm-hmm. So in dance, I know because when I was younger, me and your uncle, we used to dance. That's kind of like how you met your aunt.
Him and your uncle.
We used to do, him. That's
You
a
know,
very, very
young
good.
scientist guy.
That's my
Over
brother.
there more.
So we used to, you know what I mean, do our thing. The skinny guy and the
How you
fat
used to do it?
guy.
Let me see, bro.
I was doing I was for real. You feel me? They couldn't do nothing with me. But it played out. I quickly stopped dancing and started rapping. It was like, because Baltimore club scene, but for females, I knew when you get a male dancer that can really dance and a female that can really dance, the male gets over aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So you know how it is. He just doing the most and you like, yo, I'm really better. But just the man, how do y'all survive in that dominated thing? With male, because most dancers niggas want to see on a pole, but for a woman that dance with all her clothes on, all we see is them doing the Spanish dance, whatever that is, Khaled be doing, and then you see them with a whole dress on. But if you see a woman, you be like she could dance, you see her on a pole. So for the women that's not on the pole that dance and really take choreography serious, how do y'all survive in the dominated? It's most dominated by. You know, I don't want to say it because I don't lose endorsements and no sponsors, but and then the males, that's it. That's how I'm gonna keep it real.
I would say consistency and not compromising.
Yep.
Basically, I don't compromise for shit. Basically, so well, I came from a rather different type of background. I had more of a classical training, and I got into hip hop when I was 18. I basically taught it to myself watching music videos. Okay. So when I got into hip hop, that's when I really saw the domination of males in the industry when it comes to choreographers. But all the males that I've run into have personally been very supportive of all the females around them, and actually they've given us advice and been like, you know what, they will try you just because. Just because you're a female or you're pretty, and they're going to try to put you in a box. So every single time, I know it's going to get on your nerves, just refuse to get into that box and try.
Do not compromise.
And do not compromise. And just, who cares whether they're a male or a female? Be better than them regardless.
Okay. Shout out to the Maddox family. Yes. Shout out to the Maddoxes. They're good friends of mine, so she's got that ambition.
Yes, she does.
I know that. And for you, go finish.
It's like when it came to, I would say, battling, because you're a dance battler. This one right here, oh my gosh, she's so lit.
She's not going to give up.
No, not at all. And like I've met you a couple of times, and I already know that vibe from her. I've seen her dance. It's just not compromising. I don't care if you're tall, short, male, female. You're an obstacle in my way, and I'm going to dance until you get out of the way. So that's how you really have to carry it. That's why dancing is acting, because when you're an actor, I can act like a male in this dance circle if you want me to. So, or I could be a sensual, sexual female, you know? And let me just say, there's actually nothing wrong with doing that side of dance.
Okay.
You know, there's nothing wrong with expressing sensuality. It's all, you know, relative.
Shout out to exotic dances. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, there's a time and a place for everything. There's people that do hip-hop heels, like, shout out to Aaliyah.
Yes.
You know, and I do Afro beats with Saquon Keys. I do Baltimore Club with TSU Terry.
Okay.
You know, so when I'm with Terry, I'm giving energy. When I'm with Quan, I'm doing precision. When I'm with Aaliyah, I'm in my sexy vibe.
Okay.
I like that sexy vibe. Shout out to the
so-
sexy vibe.
Yes.
Shout out to the sexy vibe.
There's a time and place for everything. You know?
Right.
And let me just say something about strippers. That's a whole nother level.
I love them. I love them.
That's a workout.
I love them. I love
Level.
them. That's what they said. They're very. They say the actual exotic dancer is actually physically fit.
Physically fit. It's so
Very
hard to get up.
fit.
Yeah, like,
Very
shout out to all the
fit.
exotic dancers. Keep doing your thing.
Yes.
Don't compromise.
Yes.
I used to work
Showing
at
up.
Body Talk. If anybody
Okay.
remembers what that was, they had a location in Baltimore and they had a location in Laurel. And basically, I was an instructor. So, when you say physically fit, it's hard. It is really hard. You have to have arm strength to be able to hold yourself up
Yes,
on the
sir.
pole. And that's
Yes.
why they started at basics. Like, until you could be able to hold yourself up on the pole, you had to just do basic stuff on the ground first. So it's very hard. But just to piggyback off of what Jordan said, because when I was dancing heavy in my teens and my early 20s, it's like you just had to stand your ground. Like, yeah, you were around a whole lot of males. We had a whole lot of promises that were promised to us, you know, opened up for Trey Songz, Music Soul Child, all these different artists. And then it's like you just have to let it be known up front that you're about business.
Okay, no
because
compromise.
if you don't, they will try to take advantage of you.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah. Just
And that's
exactly
within
what she
any
said.
business.
Exactly. So you gotta hold your own. You gotta stand your ground, and you gotta let them know up front what it is. Like this, I mean, it's something that's
This
out
is a
there that's
business.
doing it to
Right.
get where they want to.
Yes.
But yeah, if you're not that type of person, and you have the type of personality that you are about your business, you have to let it be known, and you have to let it be shown.
Can't be
I
afraid
like
to
that.
say no.
You have to let it be known, and you have to let it be shown.
So you can jump back up here, young lady. You can't go nowhere. You know, you the one that they gonna send to catch the first bullet. So you, as a writer, shout out. Listen, my ex-girlfriend favorite writer is the girl that does. Let me get it right. Grey's Anatomy. That's it. But Shonda Rhimes, she is amazing. I salute her. And I see you pretty. That's how I look at you. But for you at a dominated pace, a male thing that's dominated, I'm talking about Steven Spielberg. I'm talking about Spike Lee. I'm talking about Tyler Perry. I'm talking about John Singleton. I'm talking about the Hughes brothers. I'm talking about Dwayne. I'm talking about these writers that's elite. That as a woman, you feel me? Because women only can relate to that as a woman in that sport. Sean is one of the biggest ones. You feel me? And I don't know if Janine is on your side, your cousin out in California. I think she's moving up the ladder. And I remember Marla was out there many years ago with her, and I seen how long it took her process, and she's up there now. But it took 15, 20 years for her versus how long it took John, how long it took Spike, how long it took Emil. So and a lot of people are depending on your pen. It's sad to say a person could be 15 or be 50, but they depending on your pen. They depending on she's gonna have the one that's gonna write us out of here.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So people depending on your pen, and at the end of the day, you're a female. So you have a heart versus me, whereas though I'm aggressive. Yeah, y'all ain't coming in today. Bye. I'ma figure it out. I'ma be Molly. I'ma be me today. That's where but a female can have a meltdown. How do you survive through that? And how do you keep going?
Well, the great thing is about today is that you are seeing a lot more African American women step to the plate as writers and directors. Like I was shocked to know that what is her name? I'm having a freaking mental lapse right now. But there's a she started off. She just won Regina Hall. Jesus Christ. She's a director. Like, I didn't even know that.
That's new information to me. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's a director. So just watching people like her and people like Issa Rae and Gina Blythewood and Lena Waithe making their way, and watching them is inspiring because they're putting people on the map. So I would say just through those inspirations alone makes you just not want to stop, and makes you want to keep going and not give up and keep writing stuff for our people. Because now the big producers and the big directors, they're seeing now that we sell. We have talent. We make great stories that people want to watch.
Baltimore has
talent. Yeah, definitely a lot more independent stuff are coming to the smaller cities like Baltimore, Philly, Virginia, and stuff like that. So it's work out there that's coming that never has came before because nobody never gave that opportunity. Right. So that's the great thing. It's more opportunity today than it ever was for us in film.
I understand that, and the way I created is because, from me to you, I did a long time in prison, and I was figuring it out. I'm like, damn, I'm smart, but I don't feel like I want to sit in college. But I always was an artist from, day one, from LL Cool J, I'm Bad album. My daddy was a DJ. My grandmother did the church thing. My grandfather had a group that did a couple albums in gospel. So it was just in me. So I was just trying to figure it out. Like, how is Steven Spielberg so rich? And then I realized, oh shit, I could write a good time series. I could do my own Oprah show. This production, and I read about it. And the first equipment I had was a Canon 60D, and people asked me yo, why you buy that? That's a too advanced camera. And I was like, yo, it's like playing a video game. I feel like I'm gonna start an expert, and I'm gonna keep failing till I pass it. I feel like I'm past that. And I sat on the computer. I read all the papers that came in a box. Every paper, any word I didn't understand, I went to the dictionary and looked it up, and I watched plenty of tutorials, and I did everything Canon told me to do in the box, and I understood the camera. So I was like, damn. So now I know you do this too. When I look at anything, I don't look at it the way a person that never had a camera, a person that never wrote, a person that never had a vision in entertainment. So when I'm seeing something, I looked at what was that? Panther. I looked at that movie. It's the biggest movie ever, but I seen the flaws in it. And if you're a camera person or a writer, you like, oh, I could have did this better. They shouldn't have did this. This was phony, because you see things different. Photographers see a picture totally different from a person that just looking at a magazine and see a picture. They can see the flaw. Oh, yo, he did something wrong on the eyes right there, and that could do it. So that's the way I always looked at things. Like, I learned how to do it by reading. And people from our community and our culture don't read. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be surprised how many filmmakers out there that never went to school for it.
Never went to school for it. Never went to school for it. And what's the difference? And what's the difference from a person that went to school and walked across the stage and got the scholars versus me getting all the books and studying and saying, I ain't going to get a degree for this, but guess what? My degree going to be my checking and savings account, because you had to go and you owe these people $120,000 that they won in 10 years, or they taking your taxes. Yes. You know the agreement. You know the contract. But I'm going to read all the books you read because they for sale. Right. You had to pay for them in college. Everybody know the bookstore in college. Yes. You got to, and these books are available to me too. Yes. So who winning? I'm going to take a little bit more time.
Without the teacher.
I got the book without the instructions, so now it's a little hard for me. But guess what? I'm gonna do the same research that your teacher did to give you the education. They had to do research, so I'm gonna do this research, and that's how I beat them. So I got some shit that's coming. I'm looking like 2020, 21, 22. I got some shit that's coming. It's for real, and I learned on my own. So I feel anybody from a scripper to a bum. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you believe in yourself, believe in it. It's going to cost you more. It's going to cost you the number one thing that you can't get back.
So
time.
Can I ask you a question, even though we're not interviewing each other tonight? What gave you the idea for RAWDOPE Podcast?
What gave me the idea for RAWDOPE Podcast was, it was like this. The state of Maryland was in an opium crisis. And something that I learned in prison, that a white lady taught me. She said transforming power, and I had a real anger attitude, so I got in a fight and they made me face the person I fought. So my first intention was, when I see this man, I'm going to do something to him when I can get to him. And his intention's the same thing, but now we got people around us that made us stand in front of each other. And at the end of the conversation, I ain't got no problem with him. I don't really got no problem. I thought he was a silver spoon baby, but he come from the same struggle as me.
And what you said,
I really don't have a problem.
with.
So what I came up with, I said, damn, when I was in prison, you watch the news, heroin has been a problem in my household since I was born.
Yes, we all know
But
about
once
that.
it started spreading to the more more privileged community, it became a problem. So I said, damn, maybe if I come up with something that how can I use the word raw dope and making it to a positive thing? And what I learned in prison, transforming power, like the word nigga. Jay-Z said that in his interview with Oprah. Look, it's I take the power out of nigga. You call me a nigga, so what? I mean, I get called that every day.
Right.
It don't matter who said it. It ain't
the
cool.
power.
So what we said was we got the rawest and dopest interviews on the planet. Meaning that, okay, if you take raw dope, meaning it's heroin
Can
or
you explain
opiates.
to them everything from Feto?
Well, raw dope. First, I'm gonna start with that. The raw dope. I said I'm gonna give the rawest and dopest interviews, meaning that she on FaceTime, he's walking around with the camera, meaning this is uncut. You see the real us. Yo, come do this interview without a haircut. Come do this interview without your makeup. Come do this interview and just be regular. You know what I'm saying? G-Star got a T-shirt that say raw on it. Anything you see that says raw, you know it's pure.
raw, it's
if
pure.
I'm buying vegetables, they say if it's raw. If I'm buying meat, it's raw. If I eat sushi, if you say it's raw, it's pure. It means it's that. And then dope. In the 70s and the 60s, we used our grandfathers, and it was like, man, you got a dope car. That outfit dope, man. That word didn't mean negative. That mean it was a cool thing. So we put the two together, Raw Dope Podcast, the rawest and dopest interviews. So it's the rawest, meaning that these people are keeping it real, and it's dope, meaning it's cool because it's us. It's people of color. We cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We cool.
So that's where that came from.
And Fatso, I came up with this concept once again in prison. And I said, okay, Fatso, when as soon as people see Fatso and they see me, they going to think it's a big guy that just named the company after itself. But initially, it stands for the F for all the thugs surviving out here, entertainment. You get what I'm saying? Meaning that for everybody, just you're not a thug because you sell drugs, you kill people. They could say, Kimmy came in to work today. She was acting like a thug because she was aggressive because I got my I didn't say it right. But it's like, hey, this is for all of us out here, the disadvantaged minorities. You get what I'm saying?
Everybody.
The people that's depressed, the crack kids, the dope fiends, the college students with bad grades. The college students with good grades. This is for all the thugs surviving out here. We not saying you have to be in criminal activity to be a thug, but you just aggressive
or
and
to be interviewed.
Yes, and Fatso is just for the young, wild, and free. Not meaning that you're wild, breaking the law or breaking the rules, but hey, man, we got a lane. You get what I'm saying? We got a lane. The most richest people in the world is more depressed than us with people who just live average. When the Great Depression come, the more six-figure people are going to be more depressed than the people that make $70,000 a year. Because a person that's $70,000 a year appreciated in this podcast, and my brand is just built for that person that took 30 years to pay off their house, meaning that you regular. You know what I'm saying? Just because you ain't got what he got or what she got don't make you different from nobody. And that's what we built this brand for. So we not looking for the A-list people. We looking for the C-list people because these C-list people can become A-list people or they can come Z-list people. It doesn't matter. Listen to their story and learn something.
You never know.
And that's what this built off of.
And we,
you feel me? And that's what this built off of. It's for us. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And she gave me an opportunity. So I'm like, hey, if she can give me an opportunity, I'm going to give you an opportunity. So that man, you see that little guy out there, he probably can't dance. But imagine in 5 years, if you just give him a little bit of attention, imagine what he going to put into it. One thing, I can give you all the money in the world. But guess what? I can't give you your time back. So time creates money. Time creates opportunity. If nobody put their time into you, how you going to become you? Somebody had to show you something. That's it. And that's what we into. Point blank. Period.
That's dope, right?
Dope.
Right.
Right out of my mouth.
That's it. That's what we into. But that's what I feel like Shock Nation is too. You feel me? I feel like it was the fighting in there, it was the violence in there, and then it was the escape. Because we don't know what kids of today do to escape. You might read books, computers, play games.
Speaking of kids escaping, I want to say rest in peace to the 14-year-old little guy that just committed suicide last week. Did anybody hear about that on Instagram? Of course, we don't know. That's speaking of escaping. Sometimes us adults and as children need somebody to outlet. You know what I mean? And when I seen it come to my time, I just say I wish that I could have just reached out to him. You know what I mean?
Brought him in here and talk to him.
Just talk to him. Just interviewed him. You know what I mean?
A photo shoot.
Some people are just looking for outlet. So rest in peace to that young fella. Speaking.
And just imagine, right? And I'm gonna tell you my feeling that I got. That everybody that dealt with this woman, you made people feel like.
I'm sorry. One more thing. He was from Baltimore, Park Heights Avenue. He was from here.
But being on your set, you made people feel wanted. So imagine that person that day you say, come on out here, Jordan, I'm going to give you a spot. Jordan could have been mad about a relationship, could have been mad about anything, but you gave her that spot. Might have saved her life. That's what I be telling niggas like, yo, that 1 minute, that squeegee boys. Oh, I don't got it, but let me squeeze this $2 and give it to him because I might save the next driver life with this because he's trying to make an honest living. I don't know if it's I don't know what's going on with him, but hey man, if I got 50 cents here, man, just hit the window and go ahead. You feel me?
And I think that maybe one of the reasons why people that do act love it so much because in all honesty, it's fun, it's a passion of ours. But it's an escape from reality. Yeah. Because we're playing different roles all the time.
Different people,
Different people and different scenarios that we ourselves may have never personally been in, but we may have known somebody that have been in those situations. But it is an escape because you're not yourself. You're someone else. So, and one of the things I did do with season 1 of Shock Nation, I did have to tap into those teenagers in the city.
Yes, you did.
You know, because I'm nowhere near a teenager. I'm not going to say my age, but...
I was going to get there.
It doesn't even matter.
But I'll do some more research and find out.
You're not going to find out.
She's smart. Entertainment people are smart. The age is
not
not
gonna
it
find
don't matter.
Hey, why'd you ask me
Even
that?
if I go back to birthdays and finding out what year it was that she went to the dance school.
It doesn't matter her age once she gets to where she's going. Because it doesn't matter when your bank account got $10 million in it and they ask you your age. I don't give what I'm your age today.
Yeah, it will be. But I had to tap into that teenage role and really understand the struggle that our inner city youth were going through. And how I kind of wanted to flip the script. I know it's a lot of single households out there, whether it's mostly 90% of the time it is the single mothers.
But we do have some single dads. Yes, we do.
And that's why how I flipped the script to make, Derek played the single dad and the mom isn't nowhere to be found.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you find out that well, you'll find out in season 2.
But she almost spilt it.
I almost did.
We almost got it, guys.
But that was one of the things that I flipped with dealing with how I was writing this for, to portray the inner city youth and the experiences that they are going through every day in the streets.
Yes. Right.
So, do you want to piggyback on that? How you were playing as the single dad?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
because you was a wild
He had to say, wait a minute, let me get up here.
I put food in your stomach. I do this, I do that.
How did you feel it? Like, how did you act that out?
Wow.
Well, it was sort of easy for me because really Bernard and I have somewhat the same type of personality. He's a really cool dude, really nice guy. Like I said, he's a single dad raising 2 teenagers. And the thing about it, he's a blue collar kind of guy.
Okay.
And he's just trying to, low income. And just trying to survive. And when he loses his job, like I said, he started drinking a lot.
Right.
You felt that when you got furloughed. That was like you played that part hard.
I played that part.
Yeah.
And that was the challenging thing for me because, it takes a lot for me to get angry. So to play that part where he's really upset and really angry and going off, it's to the point where he actually puts his hands on his daughter. He doesn't hit his daughter, but he grabs and shakes her.
Yeah.
But he really feels. He regrets that. that in itself was really challenging for me because, I mean, I have children, but for a father to lay his hands on his daughter like that, you know, and just the drunkenness and the when he's on the job and he just goes off. I mean, he's throwing everything. I mean,
but it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Like, and I even got the scenario of him being drunk
from a situation
somebody that I knew. Like the mother, she was just. She would drink every single day, like not happy with life, like would really drink every day to drink her problems away and wake up like nothing happened, which is how I wrote his character.
Right.
And to be a good actor, this is the thing I look at it. You really have to become
that
the
person.
character.
Yeah.
See, it's a difference between acting and becoming. And for me to actually become this character was it was really challenging. I mean, I actually had to think about just people I know that are in that type of situation. And it was really challenging, man. I mean, a couple of times I had some tears coming down my eyes, man. You know, just the way
That's
because
tough.
He's really, I mean, he's a survivor. And it's to the point where, I'm not going to give it away, but baby's mama really
Caused some hurt.
you know, caused him hurt, but really loves this guy.
They famous for that.
Yeah.
You said, but she really loved him.
You ain't gotta act that out.
And I mean, and like I said, he's such a good guy. Even the neighbors love him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you should watch season 2. You
Oh,
know,
I
one of
can't
the
wait.
neighbors- I mean, season 1 actually. Season 1, one of the neighbors actually tries to.
I'm going home and
get
watching every
involved.
episode.
Well, one thing I did do was, even though I pinpointed on the struggle, because I wanted to make it real and make people see the struggle that our teens or whoever may go through in Baltimore, this season I pinpointed the positive too. So you'll start to see the progression of the family, and more of the drug territorial parts coming in season 2. Yep.
Yep. She pushed the go.
So let me tell y'all where to follow. You
Okay.
can follow Shock Nation on IG and Twitter at Shock Nation TS.
Okay.
That's just Shock Nation T as in Tom, S as in Sam.
Okay.
And we're on Facebook, Shock Nation the series.
Okay.
And if you just YouTube search Shock Nation, the web series should pop right
Subscribe,
up.
guys.
Yes, please subscribe. Shock Nation web series. Watch the whole season 1 on YouTube for free.
Free.
$3.99.
So, far as like production, who
Free
you
after
work
9?
with behind the cameras?
Thank you for saying that. I gotta give a
Okay.
shout out to my camera guy and editor who's working hard behind the scenes right now, editing
Okay.
up the rest of the episodes. His name is Al Morgan. He
Okay.
actually is a professor at Morgan.
Yes.
Ooh.
So,
L. Morgan, the
yep,
professor at
professor
Morgan.
at
Shout out to
Morgan.
Mr. Morgan.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was referred to me from a friend, and he does excellent work. You know,
Okay.
he filmed the entire season.
Okay.
For season 2, we had some behind the scenes people doing sound. Shout out to my partner Paris Watkins. He's also in the series. He plays
That's my
Woody.
guy.
Yeah. Alan Greenstein, he helped with sound. He was a script supervisor. He basically did anything that we ever needed on set. We have producers, and actually some producers are cast members, because, you know, I was just like, hey, who wants to be a producer? We need help with lunch being provided. We need help to pay for locations, and I gave some of the cast, like Derek, he's a producer credit for just helping us out with the financial aspect of things. Cherie McCain is a producer. She's a known actress.
She
and
works her
more.
ass off.
She actually just came from Atlanta.
Yeah, she
doing
works
a
her ass
project.
off.
Tammy Rogers, who also plays Woody's mom in the series, she's an executive producer. My parents were executive producers last season.
Shout
and
out
Your
to
parents?
yeah, they gave me some money. I need money to do this stuff. You
Right.
know? Besides my money, I put a lot of my own money into it as well. But and then I have Tyler, who is an executive producer, who gave us a lot of money to help us put this production on.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you. Say it. Lauren, Akiba, they're in the series. They're also producers. Did I miss anybody? I hope not. I hope
What's
I
the
didn't
girl
miss
name
anybody.
that when you was fighting on the dance floor? She works a lot too. I follow on Instagram, but she was fighting her.
On her scene? Oh,
Yeah.
Was she on her side or my side?
Oh.
Your side.
My side.
Anika.
Aniko.
Yeah,
Aniko plays TT.
The one
Wow.
one of them is Jamaican.
That's TT.
Yeah,
That's
she's
Aniko.
And the other one, I think she was on your side. The
Oh.
like kind of thick lady. She's in a lot of plays and
Oh,
stuff.
you talking about Isla?
Yes.
Isla was on my side.
Yes.
Yeah, Isla plays Bree.
Yes.
She's also coming up in the acting game.
Yes.
She's a newer actress.
Yes.
But definitely getting lots of big work and very talented actress. I got
Yes.
Megan Rochon.
Yes.
She's a new character in the series as well. And she actually, I'm in her production February 10th. It's called The Show. And it's like a hip-hop musical stage play that we're doing at the Motor House. If anybody's familiar with the Motor House.
Okay.
That's going to be dope. But yeah, like I said, I introduced a lot of new people in season 2. And I'm just grateful to have everybody that could be a part of it because it wouldn't have been done without them, like, at all. So
Yeah. So talk about
Shout
some
out
of
to
the
the
awards you
team.
won.
yes,
Like,
thank you for the team.
Yeah, shout out to
Like
the team.
some of these festivals and things you be, you know what I mean, you put your projects into. Talk about some of these awards you won.
Right. So one of the things I wanted to do to get promotion was to put it in different film festivals.
Uh-huh.
So we've
Okay.
been submitting season 1 in lots of different film festivals. We traveled to North Carolina together. We traveled to where else did we go?
And when you
DC,
travel, is it the whole team, the whole
Yeah, it's a
cast?
few.
Not all the time. But
Okay.
some I'll put it out there. for
Majority of the
people
time,
who
is it
can come.
these that are here right now?
No, actually, no. They didn't actually come. We did have a few that came out to the North Carolina. The Charlotte Black Film Festival is an awesome black film festival.
When is it again in
That is
2010?
normally around April.
Okay.
We traveled to New York. I had a
we'll
couple
have to
people
go.
come to New York. We got accepted into a film festival up there. It was really dope. But the purpose of the film festival is to raise awareness of your series.
Your
And
project.
to make more network, make more connections,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So we actually did win the Baltimore's best web series for the Baltimore New Media Web Fest
Okay.
in
Yes.
2017.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Won that
Yes.
one, and we got some other nominations. We actually got nominated for a festival in LA, and that's going down February.
Okay.
That's next month. Good Lord.
So you guys
yeah.
are traveling to
Saturday,
LA in February.
Friday.
Yes. Yep. I'll be in LA in February, and just getting it out there, you know. And then with season 2 coming around, we're just gonna do the same thing.
Network.
Put it in
Yeah.
film festivals, try to get it into some networks or something, you know. So yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
So is that your bread and butter, or do you like what else? I mean,
do you do outside of this?
Yeah, all of us do a lot of stuff outside of this. Like this is my baby.
yeah, I
It's my baby, but I do other projects.
Right.
I take care of my baby, but I still have business to take care of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yep. So I've been doing a lot of independent projects. I'm in other web series. I'm in another actually big web series. Y'all should check it out. It's called Toll Booth, where I play a
Toll Booth.
completely
Toll
different
Booth?
character.
TOLLBOOTH.
Yup.
Toll Booth.
Toll
Shorty
Okay.
can spell. Shorty,
Yeah, so
she
I'm
can
in
spell
a lot of
words.
other projects, but I also, I have to, it's my baby. So
So the rest of you guys, what else starting from Jordan on down? What else you involved in?
Well, besides dancing, I teach.
I love the way you talk.
Oh, thanks.
Besides dancing.
It's like she was
Yes.
lived in France or
Yes.
Living. No, well, I am from a military family, so
Okay.
I've been able to travel a lot. So a lot of people are like, where are you from? Like Eastside Baltimore. But, but besides dancing, I do aerial silks, and I also do project management. I'm a certified project manager. So sometimes I try to help other artists and other dancers get their projects together, whether that's for tours or I help a construction company build a building. It just depends on what the project is.
Ooh.
Because
You help build projects. It doesn't
yeah,
matter
that's
what it
basically
is.
what I do. I help build projects because I like to be able to do different things at different times.
Yes.
Like, I can go over here and see what construction's like for a month and then leave that alone and go over here and do something in music.
Jack of all trades.
Yes, pretty much.
The Janie of
Yeah.
all trades. 'Cause
Janie.
Jack is a guy.
Yeah. You, bro.
JJ.
JJ, my guy.
Do you get that a lot? That was the first. Well, that's his new name, JJ.
Yeah, we broke him down.
The
Yeah.
hat, the jacket.
Yes.
What y'all saying is on point.
That's right. Go ahead, Jay.
So, me and Nita, we backup dance for an artist named Fizzles.
Okay.
He's from Baltimore.
Shout out to Fizzles. Where can we find him at?
You can find him at PHIZZALS on all social media.
Okay.
Uh,
Check him out.
we got a couple shows coming up. But as in for myself,
Right.
I have just been focusing on getting better in my craft and my dancing.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah, I just been with them practicing,
Okay.
making videos. It's a lot.
This is it. Dance is your everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Just everything.
That's everything.
But more than that, we got some videos coming soon. Y'all should
Okay.
tune in to
Okay.
Shout out
Yeah.
Instagram and YouTube.
Yes.
Definitely.
House of Royalty.
Yeah.
That's
Come
our
closer to the mic, babe.
House of Royalty. That's our YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Royal 3.
Is that the Instagram name?
Yeah, the Royalty is TheRoyal
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
THR 33.
3-3.
33. And myself is JNarly __.
Can you spell that for the audience?
Oh yeah. Also, it's YAE
Mm-hmm.
NARLEY __.
Okay, thank you, because we'd have never found you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, gnarly. Okay.
You.
Well, what I got going on is
The best dancer of the nation of Baltimore City.
Right.
I'm letting you know I'm uploading that snippet and I'm tagging iDrag in it. You're going to see yourself on there.
I'm with it.
Bad
All right.
queen.
As of right now, like you said, we dance with fizzles. So we've been traveling from Vegas to Miami to New York to wherever we can dance. We've been performing. As far as the group, we do a lot of videos for artists, here in DC and Pennsylvania, wherever. So we do a lot of videos. I have some classes coming up in the spring. So if y'all want to learn Baltimore club dancing mixed with hip hop,
Yes.
make sure you follow me on Instagram at I Need a Vacation.
Oh,
That's spelled INITABACATION.
I need a vacation.
On
Yes.
everything: Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. It's the same.
Classes are coming this fall, right?
Jesus.
Spring.
This spring.
I ain't in on that one. You might gotta go.
I might
I'm
gotta,
gonna have to check out some
Yeah,
of
you
them.
I
might
gotta
gotta
check out so I
go,
can come
yeah.
and do a role play. I want to come to a casting call.
Yes.
Cause I was definitely rusty before she
Right.
came and rehearsed with me.
So let's go. Head Wolf.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, I thought I already said. I'm gonna keep acting. Like I said, I'm in a series called Toll Booth. That's on YouTube. I have this play coming up, which is a hip hop musical called The Show. Tickets are on Eventbrite, February 10th. I'm in another play called To Hell with Men, To Hell with Women. That is going to be dope. It's going to be coming out this summer. And I'm actually about to take the next step in my acting career, which I'm very, very excited about, which is gonna get me to travel a little bit more, and I'm gonna go ahead and be joining SAG this year.
Ooh.
So that's
Yes.
that's
What's that?
huge.
What's that for people that don't know?
So it's
Yes,
the
let 'em
Screen
know.
Actors Guild.
Mm-hmm.
It is an actors union, basically. So your big actors, Viola Davis, Denzel, all these people are.
Because
in
that was
this
my next
union.
question. What other producers are you looking forward to working with?
Ooh,
But you in there, you got your foot in
lots.
in the door.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. It's a lot of people that I want to work with. That's why I gotta get out and travel more. New York and LA are my top priorities to get to get into the door.
Yes.
But also keeping it home too. So yeah, just never know. Might never know where you.
Never know where we gonna see you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come
Well,
on,
acting-
drunk daddy.
Hey, well, acting is my passion, but as I said earlier, I'm a government employee.
Okay.
Don't know how long that's going to be, but we'll see what Trump's going to do.
Okay.
So I work for the Department of Commerce. But
You fucking with
other
people
than that-
money.
Yeah.
That's it.
But other than that, I have other projects. I have my own business called Distinct Quality Productions. I do video editing. I also do voiceovers. If you can tell by
You
the
do
voice.
editing. Okay.
Yes. So anybody needs some voiceover work,
Mm-hmm.
I can do that. I actually have a website. It's called dqthevoice.com. dqthevoice.com. I'm also on Instagram, dhollywoodq.
He's the commercial king.
I'm the commercial. kid.
Okay.
So that's what I do a lot. I do a lot of commercials.
Because your face looks so familiar, but I just don't know from where.
Now I've been on the
I've been
ID
staring
channel.
at you.
Riot Car commercial.
I've been staring at you since you came in here, and I'm like,
Yeah.
the eyes, like I know this guy from somewhere, and it's not from Shock Nation.
Now you might have seen me on the ID channel. Now
That
I'm not the criminal guy.
Okay.
I mean, I'm the victim.
Okay.
So you might have seen my face on the ID channel. Like I said, I've done commercials. Actually, I'm doing a play coming up called Shoe Walking. Shout out to Miss Roz Gaines
Okay. Shout out
Shout
to
out
Miss
Miss
Ross
Ross
Gaines.
Gaines.
for Black History Month. Also doing a play again with Kimia called To Hell with Women, To Hell with Men, but you all forgot to see that. And that's pretty much it right now.
And we can find you Instagram, Facebook.
My Instagram is DHollywoodQ,
Okay.
and my website is DQ The Voice.
The voice.
The Voice.
Okay.
He got the voice, yo.
Do you have the voice?
I have the voice.
Can't you tell?
Can't you tell?
Can I get a snippet of a voice before you leave? Because normally we have artists freestyle, but I'm sitting here like, what are we gonna do? Are they gonna dance in the corner? Like, y'all gotta leave. Nah, I know that. Y'all gotta. You have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to present to you Faddish Inter presents Raw Dope. It's the dopest podcast in all of Baltimore. Stay tuned. It's Raw.
We might need you to do
You
a
Miss
little.
Soul Train too.
Yes, yeah. The soul. What? Did you do the voice for the Soul Train?
No, I didn't do
You
that.
sound like it.
Last but not least, my guy.
The shy one, the shy Shane.
Alright. What I got for 2019. It's actually a couple stuff that I want. I want to get like a sponsorship.
Mhm.
I actually want to open my own business like later down the line, like my own rec center for art. Like I want like drawers, painters, photographers, like everybody just to come together in one building in Baltimore. Then after I get in Baltimore, I'm gonna try like the hard cities like Philly and Chicago, just so like the hard states can like have an outlet to put their like art and craft into. And I
That's
also
dope.
teach a 9 to 5 at the Green School Elementary. Shout out to my kids out there.
Shout out to the children.
Yes.
They dope.
You can follow me on Instagram at Shade Rebellion, SHAYREBELLIO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I got a battle coming up February 22nd. If you guys want to see me with B Civil Battle,
Shout out
Of
to
course.
B Civil.
And where can we find you?
B Civil is West Baltimore. Yeah.
You got flyers or something?
You can follow them on B Civil on Instagram.
They uploaded something on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll get it.
we definitely got to get that before you go.
Yeah,
'Cause
we'll-
we'll come support.
Yeah, we'll get it for behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So, you said what?
I ain't my Instagram one.
Yeah, you didn't.
I
You
just-
did
Yeah,
it.
you ain't say your Instagram. Say
Okay,
say.
so go ahead, Jordan. What's your Instagram, Jordan?
Oh, yes. Well, you can find me on IG at its_Jordan PX. That stands for my name, Jordan Pierce.
Okay.
So it's_Jordan PX. You can find me. And that's where I actually post all my stuff for like my little dance workshops and things that I do. I'm actually doing 2 in New York
Look
this
at it.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you up in New York, come to the dance company or just send me a text and we can get it in. So, yeah.
New York. What part of New York is that in?
It's gonna be in Manhattan, but I'll probably be staying in Brooklyn. But the studio's in Manhattan. So.
We doing what traveling? We gonna drive or you gonna bus, Uber?
Oh, Megabus. Take
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Megabus.
shout out the Mega
We're
Bus.
not fancy. We just going straight up on the
Yeah.
Megabus, doing what I gotta do,
Yes.
coming right back home.
Yes.
And, you know, on to the next one.
Ain't spending no money to go make now. Let me get it right up on this bus.
No, not for New York.
Okay.
So, with all of us
Wait a
being
minute,
from,
Kimia,
Go-
Kimia.
Oh, I never said my
Kimia has
Instagram.
to
I'm
say
sorry,
Instagram.
y'all. My bad. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter at Kimia Works. That's KIMIA Works. And Snapchat too. I'm barely on there, but Instagram and Twitter definitely. Facebook is just Kimia Workman, KIMIA Workman. And one thing I forgot to mention that I do have is I started an acting clothing line. It's called The Acting Life.
yeah.
Yes,
acting
you
like-
did.
It's apparel.
Acting
I have
Life.
sweatshirts and hoodies
Yeah, I already
and
know.
t-shirts and sports bras and stuff like that. And it's just at actinglifeapparel.com.
Okay.
Actinglifeapparel.com. So yeah, I appreciate your support on that.
Yes. Yeah,
We
so
appreciate you guys.
so with all of us being from Baltimore, right? What do you think? Everybody go down the line. What do you think the state of our city? Just period. Baltimore. How do you feel like if you're in California? Let's say each one of you guys in Alaska for 2 weeks, and people just like, yo, what's up with Baltimore? Heard this and that about Baltimore. Well, how would you describe Baltimore to a person that's not from Baltimore? Starting with you, Jordan.
Well, there's definitely positives and negatives in the city. Everybody can say that. But if you want to compare it to other cities when it comes to the art industry, I would say, I think our city is a little weary of everything that's going on around it, that we want our outlets, but sometimes when outlets present themselves, we don't push ourselves to go. Like sometimes it's hard to get people to go out to do different things or to come to certain classes, come to screenings, come to album release parties, come to, live art shows to support. Because everybody wants to, but sometimes it's hard to get them to execute, to actually come out and do it because life gets in the way often in Baltimore. Like I hear it so often when I'm home, oh, I have to get the kids or I have to do this or, life happens or I'm just so stressed that I'm going to take this time to go to sleep.
Right.
In other cities, they have
Baltimore.
the same. Yeah, that's Baltimore. They have some of the same struggles as humans, but for some reason they find that little bit of energy to drag themselves out
and stay consistent
to go do something. And I think what we need to do as artists is just continue to create a spark in our city to get people to realize, no, there are things better than just your day to day.
Yes.
That it's okay.
I agree.
To think to go
because
outside.
I find myself saying, I agree.
Right. Because
I find myself saying that to him all the time. I got stuff outside of this. The kids and da-da-da-da. He'd be like, well, guess what? I'm sorry you had to do that. The kids gonna be okay. School was out today. What was you doing all day?
Yes.
Rest in peace to your grandma. I love grandma dearly. But we gotta get back to work.
Yes, and to do it without feeling guilty about it.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people.
And he actually makes me feel better about it, about my situation. I just love the way he give it to me, raw and uncut. I don't even argue back with him anymore. But that's how it goes.
We need a little bit of spark in our city right now. We're a little. I don't want to say run emotionally drained. I will say that we are a little bit emotionally drained, but I think.
And we allow personal. You're right. We allow personal things get in the way of our business. We do. I agree with that.
Hold
I
on.
think
Is
people
that
need to also be.
I
able
do
to get
agree
out
with
the
that.
city.
Oh, one thing. Excuse me. Is that the new style or something?
The color.
Oh,
Is
this.
that the style?
And I'm normally longer.
Yeah.
But I had a situation where I had to go like
Is that
extra
the
short.
style or something?
No, I just got this bright as I went on a trip, so I wanted to be bright. So.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
I
normally
just
not
said
bright.
and then the
Yes, I
one
went
thing.
to,
Okay.
Something blue.
Yeah, just a side note, I went to an
Yeah.
island for a workshop. Shout out to Chartori and the SHR experience. I went down to St. Lucia for a workshop.
Shout out to those.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was so dope. It was so dope. Like,
How was it down there?
oh, I didn't want to come home. I didn't want to come home. Weather perfect, beautiful people. I was in the ocean. It was hot. I was swimming in the sulfur baths under the volcano, like eating curry, everything.
The energy was on point.
Energy was on point. It was a party in the streets. It was just so dope. Shout out to St. Lucia. I'll be back for Carnival. What?
Okay. Did you forget the question?
Yeah, I kind of did.
Okay. The question was, with everything, I think I'm Host. We forgot the question.
That's on you.
Okay.
Gotta get a little
The
educated.
question
These people went to
I
college.
think I remember, okay?
Everything going on.
With everything going on in Baltimore,
What would you say about
what would you... Okay, I got it. Okay. What do you have to say about Baltimore? I forgot
And
the
the state
question.
of where it's going.
And
Yeah.
the state of where it's going.
She's going.
Where it's going, how do you feel?
The
How
state
do
of
you
Baltimore. The state of Baltimore right now. How would you
You
tell a
t-
person that wasn't from here about your town?
Yes.
For actually got that same question not like a while back when I was visiting Atlanta.
Right.
So basically, as I found out back then, all they heard about Baltimore was the riot. So I told them basically I was dancing out there, and he was just like, "Oh, you dancing? What's that?" I was like, "It's Baltimore club dance." He said, "Oh, y'all dance down there?" All I heard was about the riot. I'm like, "No, we do way more than that."
Do a lot.
So basically, I would tell people like in different cities, different states that this Baltimore is all about like a union. That it's more to us than just.
We're bigger than the riot.
Yeah,
we're bigger than the killing
and all that.
Yes,
we a family, and don't let the negativity just take over. That's all I'm saying.
Facts.
I say, I just tell people that like, just don't judge us from what you see. There's a lot of talent, there's a lot of positivity that's actually here. Cause back in the day, like it wasn't as bad.
And there's a lot of opportunity now, though.
Yeah.
Even though it's bad now, I think we have much bigger.
It's a lot of platforms.
Yes.
And people don't realize like you got like the Be More Than Dance platform.
Mm-hmm.
You got like I see like the Stokey Project. I be saying them doing it.
The RAWDOPE podcast.
You got definitely the RAWDOPE. You got so much. You got like A1 Chops. You know they doing their thing. You got so much going on. So don't just go by like the rise because stuff like that was for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We don't just do things for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think it's need to tap into what that reason was for.
Mm-hmm. Instead of tapping into
and then
the riot itself.
Yeah, so just don't judge. That's what I say. Don't judge.
Facts.
Boss lady.
Trying to see where I want to go with this question here.
Mm-hmm.
So I love my city.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely love my city, and I can see how some people may want to leave the city and may not want to come back. What I wish was that I wish it was more people that have already made it that come back to help other people make it. And it's not just with
I know you
film.
agree with that one.
I mean, it's everything creatively, and dancers, radio, whatever.
Right.
People tend to shy outside of Baltimore to make it, but then don't come back to, not to say share the wealth, but to share the experience.
Experience with the
They
ones
become
that
a part of someone else's community.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that is because they never was shown that support when they were here. So why try to come and help other people? But me personally, I'm not like that. I do feel like I have a lot of support, but I do feel like it could be a whole lot more support and for a whole lot of other people. Like, the city is so talented. There's so many creatives out here that are doing their thing that's not getting noticed, that's not getting any recognition, and that's not getting appreciated.
Right.
Because there are several people who are stuck on themselves or by themselves. You know what I'm saying? And thinking it's a competition, right? So I think that's one thing that we do need to work on. We need to work on supporting each other
and coming together.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big factor on every interview when we ask that question.
Exactly.
That's a very big factor. We need to learn to come together. But that's why he came up with this podcast for the people that's not being heard. You know what I mean? For the ones that's being left behind when somebody done left and went outside of Baltimore and came up and just forgot about Baltimore. You know, so we bring them in when we interview them and we want to put you on a map.
And
any way that we can,
goal.
any way possible.
Like, I definitely want to make it in LA and all of that, but I'm always gonna come back.
But
I'm not gonna forget where I came from.
Yeah,
never.
I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna share my experience and I'm gonna do work.
Because you too once was in that position where you felt the same way as people that was left.
So I just like to tell the city of Baltimore, support each other.
Yes,
like,
support
one another.
Support your own.
We could be so big.
Yes, we could.
If only we had support.
That's it.
Support.
That's it. I mean, you just said it all right there. I mean, when I think of Baltimore, I think of a bunch of people who are survivors with a lot of potential.
Been through and got through.
And like you all just said, there's so much talent, there's so many opportunities, but we've just been distracted. And potential is not always a good thing. I mean, potential means that it's stored and it hasn't been being used. And again, it's not being used because I believe we're just being distracted.
I hate that. I see the potential in you.
And like you were saying, competition. As far as we're not really sharing the love. We want to keep everything to ourselves. Greedy. Not sharing the information. We think like if we share information, it's going to make us.
You might get it. I might not.
Right. Exactly.
I'll tell you about the job once I'm hired.
Yes.
Yeah, like those type type of things.
Right.
Exactly. Selfishness, no.
Yeah.
Real
But-
talk.
Like Kimia was saying, like you always saying, man, we got to be able to support one another. Let's build Baltimore.
Support,
You
yes.
know, let's build Baltimore. I mean,
Build
Atlanta,
Baltimore.
as far as
Somebody needs to come up with a Bill Baltimore
Yeah.
page.
I mean, you got LA, you got New York, you got Atlanta. Come on, Baltimore, we got too much talent. I mean, Kimia is the bomb. I mean, she writes, she produces,
Yes.
and I'm so thankful she's not taking it out, but she's doing it within Baltimore. You know, starting there. So that's what I'm saying. Start here in Baltimore now.
Yes,
Let's-
I'm
let's
taking
make
it.
it
I think
grow.
I want to add that to one of our new hashtags, Bill Baltimore.
Bill
That's
Baltimore.
dope.
That's right.
You my guy speaking to the mic.
I like that.
Because I know you were sitting over there thinking, like, all right, I'm going to say this. This
Yeah,
this
he
what
had
I'm
the
going to
most
do.
time in the
Yeah.
world.
We let them go first.
I was kind of thinking.
I know you was. I seen it.
Hey, move up something to the mic. The cameras can't see you. Word from producers. Can you see him now? Slide to the
Slide
left
over
a
a
little
bit.
bit. That's it.
We in now?
He
Okay,
in there.
perfect.
Yeah, move the mic over. Yeah, there you go.
All right, how I feel about Baltimore right now, like the support thing, I feel like it's a big thing.
Come up.
Move up something. Yeah.
Mhm. No, move up. Scoot your chair up.
Yeah, you can move the mic up.
The mic not going to bite. They don't dance, but they don't bite either.
Yeah, I feel like the support could be a whole lot better. Like for the people that made it, like I feel like if they do the same craft as somebody,
Mhm.
they should give you like tips, like come back and give you some tips,
Mhm.
or like a guide, like you should do this and do that, like try to mentor you.
Like she did for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Baltimore needs to work on their support system. But other than that, like I say it's a good state for getting better at your craft because they are really competitive and it makes you want to work harder than the other person. And I say that we push each other in a way.
Let's have friendly competition though. You
Yes,
know what I'm saying?
it
Friendly
is.
competition. Yeah, you nice.
Yeah,
But,
but
I'm
I'm better.
nicer.
Yeah.
And then it makes the other person
Go
I'm
harder.
Be nicer.
Yeah, make you go harder.
But she's friends though.
Go harder. Shout out to CZ Baby. It make you go harder.
So, my next question is fucking Donald Trump. Because I don't never get into politics, but you guys are pretty, like, smart, and it's, like, the proper questions, the appropriate questions to ask. But, like, two things we got to talk about before we get out of here. Donald Trump and Soulja Boy. I
I'll
mean,
stick on the
it
Donald
just...
Trump thing.
Nah, God, fuck Donald Trump then. Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy then. Fuck Donald Trump. I could give a fuck less about that shit.
I mean,
But I'm saying Soulja Boy. And when you all answer this question, for those who don't and for those who do, a man says that everything that he's saying is solidified because he's 100% correct. And this question goes to all of y'all. Do you get bigger than the person that put you on, and then do you disregard recognition? Because everybody might look at the negative and the negative energy that he may be getting off, but you gotta look at the truth in the matter. He's basically saying, like, do you forget about who put you on? Because if I don't even know about MySpace because I was in prison, the MySpace era, but I just remember that nigga coming through music by mail, Soulja Boy telling him, before you can get a Yo Gotti CD, before you can get a Wayne CD, they were playing Soulja Boy. And the kids was doing the dance and everything. So with a person, do you forget about the person that put you on? Because some people, you can go from being an actor that never made it to an actor that made it, or actor that
bigger than the
almost made
producer.
it. It's either you're going to make it, almost make it, or
Or
don't
not
make
make
it.
it.
That's it. You know, almost making is getting a couple checks, being in a few roles. You know what I'm saying? Not making it is, dang. And then making it, you know what's up. So do you forget the person that put you on, or are you mad at the person that put you on because they say that they put you on? Starting with you. Yeah, it's got to go there. We can't go back that way first.
Alright,
That's
and she
unfair.
put you on.
I say you should never forget who put you on because they didn't have to. Not saying like that's their job, like to put you on or whatever, but I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
You stuck. You stuck, my man.
I think it's a blessing when you honor those who have helped you or who have mentored you.
Yes.
I just believe, in that realm, man. When you acknowledge people. That's why I acknowledge Kimia all the time, because when I acknowledge her and honor her, bless her, it's gonna come to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I look at it, man.
I
You should
agree
never
with that.
forget those who have helped you along the way.
That's like biting the hand that fed you, right?
Right, exactly. My guy. Boss lady.
I agree exactly. I was gonna say what you said. You never want to bite the hand that feeds you. I don't know the Soulja Boy situation or whatever happened.
It's the biggest thing. Watch the
Me,
Angela
look,
Yee interview.
Look, that's why I didn't want to get
Envy.
into it. I didn't want to get into it because I didn't know, but I couldn't tell him that.
shit.
I'm like, I'll stick with Donald Trump.
I know about that. So that's why
You want to stick with Donald Trump?
I'll tell y'all in a few seconds. You.
But I'll just.
Can I ask you this? How would you feel if the people that you put on didn't recognize you? We're going to switch the question up for you.
You know what? I'm not in this for recognition.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't.
You're not in it for recognition, but would it make a difference if they did give some type of recognition? How would that make you feel? Because you've been getting recognition all night. So how did that make you feel?
It makes me feel like what I'm doing is right. Like I'm in the right path and I'm going in the right direction, and God is showing me what it is that He wants
Shout
me
out
to
to
do.
God. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what I'm supposed to do, and it's be that inspiration. You know, so whether I get recognition or not, at the end of the day, I love what I do.
Facts.
And that's what matters. That's what matters at the end of the day. You have to love what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's
So it
how I
doesn't
look
feel like
at
work.
it. So it's like if it's somebody that didn't want to give me recognition or that's hating or whatever, honestly, I just turn my head and I keep it moving. There's no negative words that need to be said. There's nothing that needs to be done.
Because I'm going to go and I'm going to
'Cause
put somebody else on
what-
like I put you on.
I know what happened at the end of the day.
Right.
So it's just we gotta move different directions.
Okay.
That's all.
I agree.
You.
I mean, to be honest, Kimmy really just said how I feel.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's
That's
just,
cool.
It's just like I feel like I believe in energy. So like if whatever I do, it's gonna come back positive. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to give me recognition, it's sorry. I know at the end of the day, somebody gonna get it.
Your blessings
I'm not
come
even-
from
yeah,
somebody
I'm not even
else.
looking for it. At the end of
Right.
the day, I'm like, even seeing you doing something you love to do is like making me happy. So I'm cool. I ain't even worried about it.
Okay. Just feel good. That's me. I did that right there.
Jay.
Oh, JJ. I'm like Jay.
It's basically the same thing they said, but
No, fuck that, Jordan. You can't say it. Everybody getting away that you can't say it. We ain't we stopping with you. You can't say it. You wanna have that pass deal or no deal. So you can just go ahead with the crowd or just pass the mic.
so all right, y'all asked two questions. So the recognition thing,
Yes.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy, and so I'm gonna say that for me, I'm not gonna forget who put me on or anybody that did a show on me and none of that, because this is like that I wouldn't be here without them. Just in case, just like if I was bringing somebody like my cousin to do a show with me, and even if he didn't give me recognition, it's not that I have any bad feedback on him. Like I'm gonna feel some type of way, obviously, because I'm human.
Yeah.
But it's just like I'm happy that because it's my family, I will always look out for them.
Yes, because I just
And
think it's
like,
unhuman, like, to just not feel anything. Like, this nigga think
Facts.
he's something.
Facts.
And I didn't, Yeah, okay.
but it's
Let
just
me
like-
go thinking I'm doing big something and I don't get this man no recognition. You gonna hear about it. Cause I'm hearing about something now from fucking 20 years ago. You gonna hear about it. You leave Baltimore and you leave us behind, you gonna hear about it from him right here.
And you goddamn right. I ain't letting it go unnoticed.
You not?
I mean, that's just me. That's just but you, last but not least, let's
Jordan.
Ditto to everything that everybody else just said, but no, it's definitely important to give recognition and never forget where you came from. I always give recognition to the people that helped me along the way. It's just it's a matter of respect, I think, because they didn't have to reach out to you. They didn't have to give you an opportunity. They didn't have to help you out when you were on your last dime, whatever it is that they did for you. So I think it's just a matter of respect because, like you said, I believe in energy.
Yes.
You know,
Energy is everything.
Yeah, what's up? Hey.
Energy is everything.
Right, you're going to give back what you give. And as far as getting recognition, I mean, when somebody gives you recognition, especially if it's somebody that you gave a little bit of some positivity, or you gave your part of yourself to, it makes you feel good, yes, of course, but that's not why you're in the game. It's
you're not in the game to give recognition.
Right. Like you eat the cake not for the cherry.
Right.
You eat it for the cake. But it's nice to have that
full.
little cherry on top. I mean, it's nice, but it doesn't take away from the cake.
Right.
You see, so recognition is good. So recognition is good.
Yes.
But it's not needed. Feels good, sweet. It's not needed.
I agree.
To summarize everything up, the way I feel about it is, me as a person, like people and certain people in power, I'm gonna say 80% of people in power who get the title leader, they don't get that title leader because they want that title leader. That's just something that's just handed to you just because I guess you can think past go, or you good with putting it on their back. Most people that's leaders and most people that lead the pack suffer through more stress than anything because it's failure within. It's something that a person that never led a pack wouldn't understand. Like, if I fail for everybody because everybody counting on me. So it's like when you get the recognition, it would be selfish of a leader to be like, be overwhelmed by recognition. It's like, yeah, man, thanks, man, it ain't about nothing. That's most people. But in deep down inside, you be like, yeah, I know that she feel good about it. I know who that is, but it's just something that it's hard to explain when you never been in that situation. Right. You know what I'm saying? We watch old movies and we watch a lot of things, and you be like, damn, how Martin Luther King felt, getting spit on, getting disrespected. How many times you think he wanted to quit right there in front of his whole crew? I'm gonna quit. They punching on me. They arresting me. I'm doing this shit thinking something gonna change. What if nothing ever gonna change? A leader can't tell his followers that. And that's the way he may be feeling, but you got to come out of here and you got to be a brave heart. You know what I'm saying? So most leaders don't want no recognition. They understand it, they accept it, and they enjoy it for what it's worth. But it's really not worth nothing because they like, I ain't do this for that. That's what you're going to hear any leader say. Most people that take recognition for something, they bullshitting and somebody did it for them, and they taking exactly what they doing, recognition for that. Because a leader don't even care about it because I do this all the time. You might not see what I did for my mother, or when I was 7, I saved my brother for a fire. You don't know that about me. So I've been a leader without, recognition. So when you give me the recognition, I accept it because I'm not ignorant. Okay. But it really don't mean nothing to me because I'm going to do it for you, and you, because that's just who I am. So I just felt like when Soulja Boy did the interview and was going on his rave, it was more like, yo, I ain't saying that I did anything for you because I don't really care about it. But now that, I'm having this interview, I'm just saying, look, this is who I helped out. This is who can give me credit for me being me. This is who can oppose to that. This is what I done. I want you to recognize that because you playing with me like I didn't do it. So now most people don't believe nothing unless they heard from them. Right. I can get all 10 of y'all to lie for me right now, and it'll work in the courtroom. It'll work with me convincing somebody for endorsement because y'all 10 saying, we can do this, and we can do that. So y'all backing this up. It can be a lie. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm telling the truth, the truth don't need no backing. Anybody that get offended of the truth, they bluffing, they faking. They for granted. They struggling with something within themselves. So that's what I think. So all of us leaders, people, most of us of color, we all leaders, A baby come out the womb and you play club music or you can play a song from 1950, they gonna bob their head. Because that's us. They gonna smile. That's us. We been happy until we got tampered with. You know what I'm saying? So us as people as color and in these different communities, we just got to stick together and just recognize without recognizing. You know what I'm saying? If you work hard and build a building, you don't even remember when you just put the first piece of wood on it till it's time to remember that. All you wanted to do was get the house built it up. So I ain't count that brick because I put 1,000 bricks on this house. So that first one, it holds significant value. But how much does it hold to you? Because you're trying to get to this next one. I'm trying to get it done. I ain't thinking about autograph. I ain't thinking about putting my name in this brick because I'm trying to finish the job. But that first brick mean everything. But once it's built on 1,000 brick, nobody recognize the first brick. You know what I'm saying?
With that being said, I just feel like, within this world, this nation, whatever, I just feel like we have givers and we have takers. Whether it's support, whether it's money, encouragement, anything. You just have givers and you have takers. And some people's going to give recognition, and then some people just going to take the recognition. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I agree with you saying, you know, bosses or people that's at the top or people that's being the mentors or just bringing you out or putting you on the map or anything. Mm-hmm. You guys, you're not looking for that.
No, you can't be.
Because your blessings definitely come from somebody higher than who you gave it to. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you're going to be recognized regardless.
Yeah.
Because the blessing's going to come. It's going to come.
And that's us as people, and that's us entertainers, no matter what you do in the art, whether you write books, mm-hmm. whether you do, you know what I'm saying, you do sound, whether you just set up the stage, whether you act and you write, it's all a form of entertainment. You do radio, that means that you like to appeal to a mass. Mm-hmm. That means like I like to entertain people, make them laugh, I like to make them think, whatever you doing. You want to be on TV, you want to be on radio, you want to entertain people. You saying what I got in my mind I can get to a mass of mm-hmm. people, millions of people, and they gonna like what I'm saying. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying, how serious can you really take it when it's a passion? It's something that you always, just like a basketball player, a person that hoop every day, and it's goddamn snow, it's ice on the ground, but somebody dribbling that ball, somebody took a shovel to dribble that area out, that's just because that's what's important.
That's how it goes. I'm gonna go dance on that ice.
And that's when you get LeBron James. Just imagine every time he won a big game, when they walk past LeBron James, he's walking down the aisle. All he do is take his stuff off, hand it to people. It's just regular. You know what I'm saying? It just become regular after that. And that's what I say, don't overtake it, because I feel like everybody that took their power and took their gift to the extreme and didn't appreciate it, got it taken away from them. Mm-hmm. And the people that still got it and still successful didn't get it taken away from them because they appreciate it. Look at the people that been in power. Look at the people that been on top. I heard Jay-Z say something the other day. He said, I never wanted to be hot, because hot is just an air. That's just a wave. It takes a lot to be successful and continuously be successful. So a hot is just an air. You know what I'm saying? It's like a tennis shoe. This shit hot right now and then it play out. I never wanted to be that. You get what I'm saying? And all the people, and it's not many of the people, stay amongst the elite because they don't want to be hot. You're a dancer. You can be hot for the next 3 years and get all the money in the world. What you going to do for the next 10 years? If your investments ain't right and your mind ain't right, you're going to go broke. Aching. Then you become... your bones broke, and then you become a journalism in a reporter's heaven, because they want, hey man, I'm gonna fix you up and give you a nice outfit, $25,000 for the interview, and let me get you here and ask you these questions to make you look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Let me attack your character, and that's what these shows do. Like 60 Minutes, you all gotta watch out for that doing this shit, because people love you when you the one, and then anything happens to you. You get what I'm saying? When you not the one, when you not the favorite person, and they showed us that in high school, you could just be the coolest guy, and then you do the one dumbest thing, and everybody hates you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it for the rest of the year. And that teach you that in business. You make, like, everybody hates Donald Trump. He doesn't care right now.
He don't care about anything.
He don't care about anybody.
So why are we working ourselves up? Because he doesn't care.
Right.
But listen, that's what we think. But if you shut the government down, the feds can't work, they can't execute.
Oh, wait a minute. Me and Christina, we had a conversation about that. That's what I said. He's acting as if he doesn't care. But I knew he wasn't going to keep that government shut down. Do you guys know a riot? Do you know what would have happened?
No, he only opened it back up for 3 weeks.
Let me tell you something. Okay? That man is using his power. It's no way that he can keep the government shut down. You got to think about it. Man, fuck the people that got Section 8. Fuck the people that's on social service and all of that. What about the people that's working at those jobs to supply those needs for those people? That shit's going to be corrupt. Everything's going to fall. Him. You're not on social service. You don't live off the state. But guess what? If you're not working to supply those needs for those people, then what the fuck is going on? He can't do that.
But
it's gonna be crazy.
I already heard they was cutting off people's food stamps.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
But guess what? It's people in foreign countries and other places that laughing at that because they've been going through that for 30 years. It's never been, the government been shut down.
Right, for them.
For 30 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just happening to us, and it's just a simple survival tactics. But at the end of the day, you know how if you did something to your parents, you fucked up, and you be like, oh my God, I broke mommy picture, and she gotta come in here and see it. You in your room racing. But at the end of the day, to your friends, man, my mom ain't gonna do nothing. She don't be beating nobody. But you know, she ain't gonna beat nobody, but she got auntie and uncle that's gonna fuck me up when they get here.
So what Trump saying?
Trump's scared to death because he's going to prison.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna keep it real. He's going to prison.
Fucked up.
He's going to prison, but America can't make the country look
They put him there.
ignorant.
They
You
put
know what
him
I'm
there,
saying?
and that's how I feel.
It's like you got a stupid person
They,
in your family.
you, us, whoever. Voted
Listen, do y'all agree? It's like you got Donald Trump is like a stupid person in your family. He's like a stupid person in your family. You got to cover him up. That's what the government doing for Trump. He's just covering him up.
for now.
You know what I'm saying? He just point blank covering them up. But point blank period, we thank you guys for coming out
Yes,
here
we
today.
do.
We really appreciate
We
you
do.
guys for
Shout
coming
out
out
to
here.
Shock Nation. I was just looking at you guys like, my pictures get ready to be dope.
Hey, listen.
I never had so many people in my picture.
Hey, listen, when is the premiere?
So premiere season 2 is going down Sunday, March 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, March 10th
My
from
grandmother's
6:30
birthday.
to 9:30. Tickets are on sale now at Eventbrite.com.
Eventbrite.com. $15.
$15.
Okay.
Yep, just go on there. $15. Search Shock Nation season 2.
So if you don't catch the premiere, where can you find the episodes?
Yep, so that's something that the team and I have been debating about for a while, whether we wanted to put it on Amazon or just keep it on YouTube. And right now, the majority is going to just put it on YouTube again. Because if it's on
Free.
Amazon, Amazon has a lot of restrictions. And,
I got
we
Amazon
would charge
Prime,
for
so
the
it's cool for me.
episodes and everything. So I'm kind of leaning towards YouTube again.
Okay.
And that's where season 1 is and how it started. So why not keep it going on there? So.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Shout out to
So
Shock
March
Nation.
March the 10th.
March the 10th.
March
You
the
can get your
10th.
tickets
So
at-
when the play's coming out, anybody got anything coming up in the next 30 days in
We
the
have
month of
something in
February?
February.
February 22nd.
February the 22nd.
February 22nd.
Battle Be Civil Battles.
You have to send us the information, even at Fetso ENT on Instagram, or at the RAWDOPE podcast, or my personal page at the Evangelical Cressy.
And then March, I'm about to say this premiere again. February 10th. February 10th is called The Show. And I always promote and post everything on my social media. Kimia Works, Kimia Works. Shout out to director and writer Megan Rochon. She's the lead in it. She cast me in it. And it's going to be a really dope show. Hip-hop musical stage play.
Okay.
February 10th.
And for Black History Month, Saturday,
Yes.
February the 23rd, it's called Shoe Walking. You're going to see all the historical African Americans. I play Paul Robson.
Yes.
Wow, that's dope.
And you
At
guys,
12 noon. to
12
3
noon.
p.m. Yes.
12 noon.
Yes.
Yes. And it's only one show or is a couple
One
shows?
show.
One show. Shout out.
Anything else?
Yes, actually, I will be doing my sexy heel workshops
Oh,
with
girl.
my other choreographer friend. Yes, Sierra Adair. She's going to be doing the workshops up there, and I'll be up there teaching with her.
That's in New York.
Yes, that's in New York. At
You're taking a megabus. What day is this?
Friday and Saturday. We're going to have 2 of them. One Friday.
Friday?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, this Friday.
I mean,
and
this
Saturday.
Friday coming out.
Yep. At Ripley Greer Studios in NYC. So if you can. Yeah. Oh, you know.
I'm a New Yorker
So
traveler.
what if I like got on the megabus and was like, I'm gonna go with you.
Just come through. Sit right next to me. Go in class. We're gonna have
Going with you, I'm with you.
Don't forget your heels, though.
Yeah. Don't forget your dance heels, because we about to get it in.
6 inch?
Oh no, you don't have to have no 6 inches. As long as you can wear them and you can, it's comfortable. You don't have to.
So what inches you wearing?
I usually dance in between anything between 3 and 5 inches. I don't do 6 inch heels. No.
Okay, 5.
Okay.
What you gonna do?
Break your ankle.
2s?
Yeah, because you've never seen me in the hill. And,
1.
Get one with a platform in the front.
Yeah, I can do the platform thing.
Yeah, not too high though.
My guy, JJ.
Pretty face.
You need a big role.
Pretty face.
You need a big role, man. You need a big role. What you got coming up before we get out of here?
So far, I'm just going to his battle.
Okay. Woo. Entourage.
Oh yeah, we all going.
Okay.
So hey, we look to get you guys back in here after the season premiere.
Yes.
Get you guys back in here at the top of the summer. You know what I'm saying? And you guys keep contact with us. Let us know what's going on, man. And we appreciate y'all for coming out. And we we appreciate your we appreciate your work in Baltimore. We appreciate your work for the community, and we appreciate your work for the art. So we look forward to seeing you the top of the summer after everything that's going on. We look forward to seeing all you guys and keep in contact. We can get a few pictures when it's all over with. But we thank y'all again. It's Raw Dope Podcast, and I'm your host, Hand 5000.
And it's your girl Molly, the female voice of Raw Dope Podcast. And y'all also can check us out on WDMF every Monday and Wednesday. Online radio where we play everybody music. AIRY.
Hold on. One more thing before we get out of here. Y'all can do it all as one crew because I got to do this because I'm a hip hop nigga. Just give us your top 5 Baltimore rappers.
Real quick.
Just real quick. Anybody know?
Our Instagrams that we
just sitting, we out of here. Top 5 Baltimore rappers. Let's go, please.
One. You do one.
All of us from Baltimore.
King Los. Okay.
All right, King Los.
I'll come back to me.
All right, 2 Los.
Okay, we got
That
2
shit
Loses. That's the
stuck on
first.
I was gonna say Los too.
3.
That's my God.
TT, the artist.
TT the artist.
TT the artist. That's
I'm
4.
gonna go with Fizzles for mine.
Fizzles. Okay. Fizzles.
I'm gonna go with Don Trunk and TT the artist.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Hooli Shalom, that's my boy.
Oh no, we can't forget Damon Blue too. We can't forget him.
Shout out to the guys. I never heard any of those names that you
shout
just
out to
named
Dream
tonight.
First
Make sure
Studios,
you look up them people.
I am. I'm going to send you. Y'all can follow me.
We definitely know one of the guys you named, but that shit stepped on.
We're not going to talk about that.
That shit stepped on.
Not tonight.
It can't be on my
tonight,
block.
okay?
That's cool.
You know,
That's cool.
we'll see y'all in 2 to 3 months, and we'll bring that conversation back up when people leaving Baltimore and not looking out. But back to this.
My cousin.
Y'all can follow. What's your cousin name?
Because I got a lot of artists.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So it says De Niro. Shout out to him. We got his single in there. It's called Tap That. Sharonda Lang, her singles are gonna be in the series.
Female artist?
Baltimore Kev, she's a female. Baltimore Kev gonna be in there. Oh man, I'm missing somebody.
I got one. Chrissy Stay High on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Chrissy Stay High on Instagram.
Chrissy Stay High.
I got we got a couple people.
J Money Gibbs.
We got 3 Mason.
Okay. And
lot
all
of
these
artists.
names that you guys are naming tonight are new to us, so that's a
They've been
plus.
rapping for a while.
Yeah, we
Dietrich
gonna look
Nada.
into
Yeah,
it.
Dietrich
Dietrich.
Nada,
Shout out to Dietrich Nada. Dietrich Nada,
that's-
check that fucking DM. I'm trying to get you in here.
Yes.
Baby, and I love the blue braids. You gotta answer. You don't never know who you entertaining. You gotta get
Yes.
to know who I am.
Yes, but it's a
Answer
hip
that
hop
DM.
thing. And we appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah,
we
we
love
definitely
y'all,
do.
man. We look forward to seeing y'all in the spring, in the summer. Just hit us up and let y'all know when y'all got to get up here in this Raw Dope Podcast, Baltimore City Stand Up, and we out of here.
guys. We out. And don't forget to follow us on our Instagram. Fatso ENT.
_
Underscore.
FATTSOH_NT.
Say it one more time, please.
FATTSOH_NT.
You gonna have like 5 followers from me.
Yes, that's Fatso ENT. Let me know when y'all got that.
We did that.
You got that? Okay, now we have the Raw Dope Podcast. That is our fan page where you will be able to find your pictures that we're going to take today, upload it, and everything. Just giving a little information on our interview today. And then